Okay, the following graph is a true-line graph. It is the sales performance for the first four months of the year in millions of dollars of Rob, Bob, and Marla. It can be seen in the graph that Rob started year with a plummet till February, and then it started to climbing steady, and then is Bob with a good start of takeoff until a peak in February, but then he has a decrease until March. He start to increase. The graph illustrates a triple line graph that is measuring premature mortality in the years of 1997 to 2007. The first line describes the decreasing since before the age of 75 years until a year index of between state inequality in the lowest point. Then in the second line, we can see that it is increasing with a takeoff since the year of 2003 until 2007 with 0.10 in gender index between state inequality in premature mortality. But at the end, we can see that it is steady since the 1997 to 2007. As can be seen from the graph. The graph illustrates a measure of U.S. natural gas used by sectors. There are five lines that is describing this since 1998 until 2010. First, we can see the industrial line that has several dips that are decreasing since 1998 until 2010. Then we can see the electric that it is increasing steady until 2001, but then it has two dips and that are well in a takeoff. And then we have a residential use that has four dips, but it is actually the same steady. And then it is the commercial that has two dips, but it also a little bit flat. And the vehicular that is already flat in all the measuring. The graph shows a four-graph bar that is measuring the production, distribution, and final profit, all of them in millions, since the year of 1994 until 1997. But first, production costs we can see since 1994 still increasing till 1997, and then in distribution we can see that it has a level off since 1994 until 1997, and at the end we can see that the value it is in 1994 the highest point, and then we have a plump until 1995, but then it started to climb until 1997. But it is not the highest value in profit. The following graph bar illustrates the world clothing sales percentage in the year of 1998 of the measuring of teenagers, adult men, and adult women. And there are four quarters for the year. At the beginning, we can see that the teenagers start with a good level, but then it has a level off. But until the fourth quarter, it starts to become growing steady. And then at the adult men, we can see that also it's growing steady until the third quarter, because then we have a plump for the fourth quarter. On our women, we can see that it has a double dip, but then in the third quarter, we can see that it's climbing to a peak. The following bar graph illustrates in six different countries the world birth rate in three different years. One is 1919, then 2000, and at the end 2008. As we can see, in the first year, that is 1919, we can have a fluctuation between the values vary in the six different countries. One of them that is Philippines is the most higher in this year. Then in 2000, we can see again that fluctuation, but the values are having a level of different the 1998, 19, sorry, and it is still the Philippines the higher country with the value of the bar, and at the end we can see in 2008 that the values are having a steady in the fluctuation, but are actually more level off than the other years. The following graph illustrates a four-bar graph that is measuring the value of interventors at no valuable, somewhere valuable, valuable, very valuable, in a percentage of participants. As it can be seen from the graph, we can have access to computer technology that has a very valuable percentage than internship or other word obsessed. It is actually very valuable in the with a 48 percentage, and then a college transitions and workshops and camps that is still very valuable. But in Korean transition workshops, there is a only valuable percentage with a 48 percentage, and at the end we can see that very valuable is recovering their place in mentoring with 41 percentage. As a conclusion, we can see that only one time the very valuable don't have the same value in the bars. The following graph illustrates a pie chart, well actually are three pie charts that is measuring the weekend at the college in three different ways. One expectation, the other one reality, and at the end my reality. In expectation we can see that there are several activities as a homework, catch up, some week, workout, clean, laundry, party, leisure reading. So in this one we can see that homework is the more biggest value in the pie chart in expectation, and then in reality there are not too many activities. There are only party, amnesty browser, internet, homework, recover from partying. As we can see that homework now is the less one in the value, and then is party, then recover, and amnesty with similar value. At the end, we can see my reality with a lot of amnesty browser at the internet, then sleep, and something like a little bit homework. The following graph illustrates two pie charts that are in two sections. One is for total and the other one without no downloads. This one are measuring the profit potential with budget increase. In the first one of total, we can see that download value is the one that is more bigger in percentage with a 44. Then is improved profits by 10% to 20%. With the most value in total. Then we have an equal and improved profits up to 10% and improved profits by more than 20%. If we don't value the don't know, we have another pie chart that is having the improved profits by 20% to 20 percent with the most bigger valuable with 36% of the pie chart. The following graph illustrates three pie charts that are measuring the international disasters in three different characteristics: one number of events, the other one loss of life, and economic losses. As it can be seen from the graph of pie chart, a number of events, windstorm, flood, epidemic, and earthquake are the biggest values. First one is flood with the higher value with 33 percentage, and then windstorm with a 27 percentage. About the pie chart of loss of life, we can see that now that it was a smaller value in the other pie chart is now the biggest with a 33% in the pie chart. Then is flood and windstorms. Uh, at the end, we see economic losses with windstorm and earthquake and flood with the more biggest values in the pie chart. The following graph shows three pie charts, each one of them with different products in six different countries: North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and South America. As it can be seen from the graph of product X, we can describe that North America is the biggest value, then Europe, and at the end Asia, and about Africa, Australia are in the similar values, and the smallest is South America. In the second pie chart, we can see that North America is still the biggest one, then Europe, but now South America is about the same level that it is in Australia. At the end, in product C, we can see that Europe, North America, and South America are in the same variables about the pie chart, but now Australia is a bigger value about all the pie chart.